It's late, so one take. Uh, Growing up, when my mom and dad would buy me a little necklace or a chain or something like that, they used to give me some advice before I would leave the house. And that advice was to tuck that chain in, tuck it in, put it behind your shirt. So when I get out here in these streets, somebody wouldn't come and try to take it up out for me. And at the end of the day, when I come back home, I can come back with my chain intact and my lip intact, most importantly. Because although in a perfect society, I should be able to walk around and flaunt my chain and have it glisten and shine with the sunlight, the world is not a perfect place. It can be cruel and unusual. And people will try to rob, steal, and kill you over a little fake gold chain or a little fake silver chain, in my case. But and I say that to say, my parents, when they were telling me to tuck my chain in, they were giving me some proactive advice. And that proactive advice has kept my chain intact and my lip intact for the most part. Kept me out of a lot of fucked up or shitty situations. And what I'm getting at is these cases like Rayshard Brooks, Michael Brown, or any one of these high profile or even low profile cases where people claim to be brutalized by cops, which does happen. But my question is, if you believe that cops are hunting black men down to kill them, to harass them, why aren't we carrying ourselves in a manner to which we don't allow cops to get the opportunity to even put us in these type of situations? You understand what I'm saying? Why are we putting ourselves in these type of positions where a cop could potentially be a racist asshole and decide to justifiably put a few rounds off into one of us? You see, why are we in Rayshard Brooks case? For one, drinking and driving, falling asleep inside of a drive-thru. It's one thing if you got drunk and you figured, fuck, well, I'm too toe up. Let me go, park inside of a parking spot and sleep this shit off. But, oh, this man is out here sleeping in a drive-thru holding the line up. Not saying he deserved to be killed. But when you're mouthing off with the police, you're resisting arrest, when you get to scuffling with them, throwing bows, then you not only grab the taser and run, you to try to pull some shit where you turn around and shoot the taser back at him. Like, what sense does that make? What do you think the outcome is going to be when you combine all the shit that he pulled in that situation? What do you think the outcome was going to be? That they were just going to let you go or stop chasing you or leave? No. When you get to that point, those cops' job is to eliminate the threat. Not detain you, not try to slow you down, not keep fucking doing running around in circles with you. It's to eliminate the threat because you're a danger to anyone and everyone around you. At that point, you're a danger. You know, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, well, he didn't have to shoot him, or his life was not threatened. Well, I ask you this, since you Mrs. or Mr. fucking know-it-all, what do you suppose those cops do in that situation? They've already tried talking to him. They've already tried peacefully putting handcuffs on him. They already tried scuffling with him. They tried throwing bowls with him. They used a taser on him. None of that worked. So in that situation, they chased him. In other situations, what do you suppose the cops do? What would you have done? Let him run away? Keep chasing him all fucking night? Huh? Chase the guy all day and night, huh? So if he just so happens to get away and he goes and hurt, breaking your grandmama house, your mama house, or anybody's, get fucked up in a process, that's what you do? Just let the suspect go away. So if we should just let people go away, how are you gonna pick and choose who to chase and who to let go? See, what this made me think of when people say he should have just let him go, or they should have kept chasing him, was if any of you Marvel heads or DC fans, or if you're just a fan of comic books or anything like that in general, and you see the first Spider-Man, and I'm not talking about that shit, Spider-Man universe or whatever that was. I'm talking about the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, the white guy from Lord of the Rings. And there was a scene where Peter was doing some odd jobs, you know, after he had found out he was Spider-Man, and he went to get paid by his boss. And his boss was pretty much shortchanging him. And Peter's like, hey man, I need my bread right now. And the boss told him, hey man, that's not my problem. So Peter took the L and was like, okay, I got this nigga. And as he's walking down the hallway to get into the elevator, he hears the cop upstairs yell, stop that guy. And when he turns around, there's a guy running towards him with a Glock and a handful of the money that the boss was supposed to give Peter in exchange for the services he had just done. And after the cop runs and chases the guy and runs downstairs, the boss runs up to Peter and grabs onto him and asks him, why didn't you stop that guy? And he told him, that's not my problem. That's what Peter told the boss. That's not my problem. The same shit he just told him back in a room when he was asking about his bread. So Peter left And as he's walking down the street, he sees a crowd surrounded a dead body with some yellow caution tape. And when he gets there, he finds out that it's his Uncle Ben, whose life is slipping away. And as Peter, speaks to Uncle Ben and whatnot, all that shit, he then gets up and he goes and speaks to one of the witnesses. And long story short, they found out the guy who Peter let get away because it wasn't his problem, that he just let go by, was the same guy who had just murdered his Uncle Ben. Right? And I know a lot of you are trying to understand, because you might be a little bit slow, as to how does this has anything to do with one another. But the point is the picture they were trying to paint was that you can't pick and choose when you want to serve justice. You can't serve justice one day and decide to be chilling one day. You have to be on it 100%, 24/7. So, in the case of Rayshard Brooks, just like Peter, his uncle died as a consequence to him picking and choosing when he wanted to serve justice. It's the same picture. It's the same thing that could happen when you let suspects run away. You think they're going to change their lives and stop doing what they're doing once they get away? No. They're going to start feeling invincible and go start fucking with other people because they know the cops won't do anything about it. So you have to be on top of these things all the time, every time, and anywhere. You can't be fucking half-stepping. So all of you guys are trying to speak for the cops and asking, why didn't they just put him in handcuffs? Why didn't they just do this? Why didn't they just taser? Why didn't they just continue to take? Why didn't they let him go? Why didn't they call for backup? You've never been in this situation, so stop fucking trying to tell people how to do their job. Stop it. Because you sound retarded. Instead of having those questions, present those questions for the cops, why not present those same questions that you spent time gathering up for the suspects? Why the fuck was you drinking and driving? Why were you falling asleep in a drive-thru rather than just going to a parking lot? Because I'm pretty sure we all been a little bit fucked up to where we couldn't make it home, so we just decided to pig out somewhere. But I ain't never fucking pegged out in a McDonald's or a Wendy's drive-thru. What sense does that make? Why get the mouthing off with the cops? Why get the tussling with them? Why get to throwing bowls with them? Why grab the taser? Why run? Why turn around and try to shoot him? Why not hold those questions for him? Why not hold him accountable rather than the cops? Because what it sounds like to me is that a lot of y'all are trying to absolve him from any type of accountability or responsibility. You want to put it all on the cops. But this is not a fucking 12 or 13-year-old little boy. These are grown-ass 30, 40-year-old men who are still acting like defiant children. Grown men. Old enough to serve 2-3 lifetimes. It's ridiculous. That's how I know a lot of y'all are full of shit. You know, you're not objective. You're biased. Because Had you been an objective person, you'd ask those questions for both sides. But all I hear is what the cops should have done. What the fuck do black people need to do? Every time I hear these conversations, whether it's justice reform or police brutality, it's never about anything black people need to do. It's always about what white people in a system need to do. What are we gonna do? As if things only change and happen when white people say so. We're too weak, dumb, and slow to get off our asses and make shit happen ourselves. Is what y'all are saying to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Racial harmony, justice is the responsibility of white people, not black people. So it's late, simmer on that. Like I say, it's one take. Fuck it. If I made some mistakes, give me some feedback. Give me a comment. Let me know how you feel. Keep it respectful. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace out.